Good evening, viewers, and welcome to this edition of NTV Sports Page. It's Wednesday, the 31st of July, and I'm Curtis Morton. In our headlines, St. Kitts and Nevis to face off tomorrow. And in our feature for this evening, Culturama games rained out. We'll take this break, and I'll be right back.
Jump up, free up, bet up, no standing up. Love, passion, pride, Culturama 45, yeah. Music, folklore, pageants, and so much more. Love, passion, pride, Culturama 45.
Join us from July 25th to August 6th for the Caribbean's greatest summer line. It's Culturama 45.
Love, passion, pride, Culturama 45. Love, passion, pride, Culturama 45. Love, passion, pride, Culturama 45. Yeah. Love, passion, pride, Culturama 45.
Well, I'm back, and we start with cricket. It's all part of the Culturama 45 activities, and it will be an exciting cricket match between the St. Kitts and Nevis senior cricket teams. The much-anticipated Battle of the Narrows will interestingly be held on the same day that the Federation of St. Kitts and Nevis commemorates the worst boating disaster in its history, the sinking of the MV Christina. Which team will sink on that day is a question which remains to be answered on Thursday, 1st August, at the Eatywillet Park. Match time will be at 2:30 p.m. and persons will only have to pay $10 EC to get into the park. The winning team will not only walk away with bragging rights, but will also hold on to the Derek Parry Trophy. Sticking with cricket, former West Indies all-rounder and regional cricket umpire Carl Tuckett is currently on umpiring duty in Canada. He is actively involved in the Canada Global T20 tournament, which features international cricketing stars from around the world. The 2019 Global T20 Canada is the second edition of the Global T20 Canada, a 20-over cricket tournament currently being played at the CAA Centre, Brampton, Ontario. It started on the 25th of July and is scheduled to conclude with the finals on the 11th of August. It was slightly later on the calendar than the previous tournament to avoid clashing with the 2019 Cricket World Cup. Vancouver Knights are the defending champions. A new team named the New York Legends were announced to replace Cricket West Indies B team. However, the idea was later cancelled and the Brampton Wolves were named as the sixth franchise team in June. On the 26th of July, the start of the match between Montreal Tigers and Winnipeg Hawks was delayed by 90 minutes due to a bomb threat when a suspicious package was found in the venue. The package was removed, with the match being reduced to 12 overs per side. Meanwhile, speaking of umpires, the International Cricket Council, ICC, has named Michael Goh of England and Joel Wilson of the West Indies in the Emirates ICC Elite Panel of Umpires for the season 2019 to 2020, following the annual review and selection process. Goh and Wilson have been elevated from the Emirates ICC International Panel of Umpires by the selection panel consisting of ICC General Manager Cricket Jeff Allardyce, Chairman, former player and commentator Sanjay Manjrekar, and match referees Ranjan Modagal and David Boone. Both these umpires have gained a significant experience at the international level, with Goh having officiated in 9 test matches, 59 one-days and 14 T20s, and Wilson having stood in 13 test matches, 63 one-days and 26 T20s. They replaced retired umpire Ian Gould and Ravi Sundaram, who were part of the previous panel. Well, we say congratulations and hope that Carl Tuckett will get there in short order. We'll take this break, and I'll be back with our feature for this evening.
Don't want nobody hold me back.
Trouble, trouble, trouble. Let me go. Everybody come. That one you go mad. We are gonna push forward. I want to hear everybody say ready, ready.
Well, I'm back, and tonight we feature athletics. What started out as a really exciting event was unfortunately rained out as a passing tropical wave created havoc at the Mondo track on Sunday, 28 July. It was the annual Culturama athletic meet and had attracted athletes from at least 9 countries, including host island Nevis. Undoubtedly, the largest contingents came out of Anguilla, followed by Antigua and Barbuda. They not only travelled with a huge number of athletes, but also a huge number of vociferous supporters as well. It all started on the night prior when the athletes and officials were treated to a cocktail reception at the popular Riviera House situated on Government Road. At that reception, Meet Director Mr. Timothy Keynes and Mr. Mackie Truss both gave brief welcome remarks and allowed the visiting coaches from the various islands to also give remarks. There was no ceremony on the day, and the races got underway despite the obvious overcast conditions. The fair-sized crowd was treated to events such as shot put, high jump, javelin, long jump before the on-track events got going. There were several rain breaks, and the athletic fans would have been holding their breaths and humming the well-known rhyme, "Rain, rain, go away, come again." However, well into the scintillating 100-meter events, the sky opened up and it virtually rained cats and dogs at the Mondo, effectively signaling an abrupt end to the meet. The wind also created much damage and several tents went toppling over, including the tent under which the food for the athletes and officials was housed. However, Timothy Keynes thanked the athletes for their participation and thanked the spectators for being there and for their understanding. Some of the results released are as follows. The girls 100 meters under 11, first Zila Harrigan, black and gold. Second, Tyra Fenton, Roots Athletics Club. Third, Jahiara Mahabir, Roots Athletics Club. Boys 100 meters under 11, first, Tak Jackson of Anguilla Rainbow Rockets. Second, Naikoi Philip of Dynamic Sporting Club. Third, Zahia Hennis of DKPS Panthers. For the girls 100 meters under 13, first, Chanel Richardson Dynamic Sporting Club. Second, Geraldine Barnes Roots Athletic Club. And third, Sebastiana Reyes Dynamic Sporting Club. For the boys 100 meters under 13, first, Johnny Gums of Anguilla Rainbow Rockets. Second, Denison Stevens of Wings Sports Club. And third, Kazaya Boatswain of Roots Athletic Club. For the boys 100 meters under 13, first, Sage Connor of Anguilla Rainbow Rockets. Second, Winisha Michael Steele of Roots Athletics Club. Third, Kaidesia Edmead of Anguilla Rainbow Rockets. Boys 100 meters under 15, first, Keandre Azil, Anguilla Rainbow Rockets. Second, O'Shane Blackgrove of Dynamic Sports Club. And third, Jacori Isaac of Charlestown Secondary. Girls 100 meters under 17, first, Staja Gums of Black and Gold. Second, Thalia Hines of Black and Gold. And third, Jaira Drivers of Dynamic Sporting Club. And finally, the boys 100 meters under 17, Tyrone Webster, Black and Gold. Second, Denzel Washington, Dynamic Sporting Club. And third, our very own Kamali Newton of the Charlestown Secondary School. We go now to the Mondo. Well, before we go to the Mondo, let's take in a bit from the opening ceremony, and then we go to the Mondo, 100 meters.
Welcome all of you to Nevis and to Riviera House and to the second edition of the revived Culturama Games. The Culturama Games is a game that we used to have back in the 90s, which was very exciting. We would see a lot of athletes come from the region to Nevis. Then we used to be running on a grass track. We have a brand new surface track now. We revived the games, and we are very happy to have so many of you here with us this evening to compete tomorrow. By the registration, we have 9 countries represented. But it's a bit down from the number of countries last year, but it's actually more athletes that are registered. So we're expecting a very exciting games tomorrow. We thought it important to organize this little cocktail just for all of us to get together, for the athletes to intermingle. You know, tomorrow it's all about competition. So tonight we thought it important. You visit in your country, you intermingle, you make new friends from the host country and, of course, from the other countries coming in.
I just want to take this opportunity on behalf of the Titans Athletic Club, which would be the major club that you'd be competing against tomorrow here in Nevis, to welcome all of you. And I think this evening, like Mr. Keynes said, is very, very important for all the athletes, coaches to intermingle. The camaraderie is nice. Just let your hair down. Enjoy Nevis. I hope that there's still a few mangoes around. so that you guys could partake of. And just want to say it is very heartwarming to see so many of you in good spirits, and leave the competition for tomorrow. Compete hard, may the best team win.
We're one of the coaches from St. Martin. I'm representing Dynamic Sporting Club. We're here with a small group, but nevertheless, we're going to take all goal. So to say from now, it is our pleasure to be here, and we thank you all for having us here. May the best team win.
This is Rollins Richardson from Black and Gold Team Anguilla, and I must say we are happy to be here in Nevis once again. I've been here a few weeks ago for a track meet, and I know the athletes like running on Nevis track. This reminds me of the Leeward Islands Championship that we had a few years ago, where Blackhead was very much instrumental in getting that meet going. And seeing the various countries here, we hope that that can come around once again. We have all the Leewards, including the Virgin Islands, taking part in this type of championships. So tomorrow will give us an indication of who are the champion in the Leewards, and hopefully we'll see who the champion in the Caribbean as we go forward. All the best tomorrow. Thank you.
It's a pleasure to be back in Nevis. We are here as Rainbow Rockets Athletic Club, also from Anguilla along with Black and Gold. But we are the defending champions of Culturama last year. So we are here to repeat that statement, to be carrying it home for a second time. You all got to wait at least 5 more years before you all can receive this title. But it's a pleasure to be here again in Nevis. We look forward to coming. We know that you all have been training hard, but we ain't worrying about that. We can let us speak tomorrow on the track, and Anguilla will fly home victorious. Thank you all.
Servant Green, we've been hearing a lot about the coaching and winning the Coach of the Year. How have things been going with you?
Well, everything is going well. I mean, just kind of like popped in for a surprise trip. I mean, it wasn't scheduled or anything. I knew there were going to be a meet, so that's one of the reasons why I said, you know, let me pass down for the first time to examine the facilities, the athletes. I mean, it's a very good facility, it's a very good meet, so hopefully this is going to work.
I could imagine your mom is grinning from ear to ear. All she talks about is the hottest coach in the world.
Well, I mean, she didn't know I was coming in, so I mean, I came in last night, and it was a surprise to her and almost everybody, so.
She's happy?
Yep.
All right. Well, it's nice to see you back home, and you were the Coach of the Year last year and this year as well?
Yes.
Well, congratulations. Congratulations. So, you ever think about coming back to Nevis for good? Or not right now?
Well, it's been up for debate. Back and forth, it's 50-50.
50-50.
50-50, but like I said, I mean, I like what's going on here in terms of with the sport. Gotta be shout out, of course, to Charleston Primary and Charleston Secondary. I mean, those are my 2 alma maters. But in all, in general, I like the idea. I like what Haynes and everybody was doing, and just hope that it gets bigger from here.
Okay, all right, all the best. On the starters orders, just about to get going. We'll be leaping out of the blocks momentarily. Bit of a hush here at the Mondo track. Final arrangements, final instructions.
Now, it's a good start. On the 100 meters, as they come down the track here. It looks like Anguilla on the inside, on the outside. It looks like Roots on the team on the outside, Anguilla on the inside. It's going to be close. Anguilla takes the goal. Steven takes silver.
So, check the times to determine the overall winner.
And yeah, on the inside, it looks like it's Roots on the team coming up on the inside here. It's Roots on the team and they're coming down here. Roots looks good, and they come down, takes the goal.
On the the 13 girls.
And they have to go start down the track. Oh, they're looking good. They're running close and they're coming down the track.
Race this.
On the inside.
Looks close. Looks close. But we have a winner. We have a winner.
And there, up the track again, on the inside, it looks like the Roots Club. On the inside here, as they come down the stretch, he was looking good. As they come down there, they're going to take it here. They're going to finish. Oh, it's coming close. Yes, I look at you. All right, Julia.
Off and running.
Come on!
Some excitement here, lots of encouragement. Shouts of push. Shouts of push. Close. Great race.
And yeah, one of the winners, and the 15 ball. Down the track again, the left leg, and Tina. Here is Stevens and going to Tina. They're coming through.
Anguilla! He's blind, bro. He's blind. Don't worry about it. Anguilla! Let's go, Teja! Come on, Teja! Let me catch you like that. Show me now. Let's go, Teron!
Well, we say congratulations to the athletes, and that's our package for this evening. I am Curtis Morton, reminding you that you can watch sports if you're not fit. But to play sports requires fitness, diligence, and a sacrifice. Have a good night.